June 23rd edition of the CBC Evening News. In our top story, the three men charged with last month's brutal murder of 24-year-old Pike Corner, St. Lucie resident Aaron Boyce have been remanded to Her Majesty's Prison at Dodds. This after they appeared in the Whole Town Court this morning before Magistrate Barbara Cook Allen. They were not required to plead to the indictable offences. They are 26-year-old Kason Edwards, 22-year-old Rasmakonen Lowe, and 26-year-old Jason Clement. 26-year-old Gregory Burnett also appeared in court on gun and ammunition charges. Boyce's body was found on May 30th near the Pleasant Hall Cemetery in St. Peter. One of them, Kason Edwards, has also been charged with the murder of another St. Lucie resident, Jason Husbands, 2 years ago. The body of 32-year-old Husbands, formerly of Hope Road, St. Lucie, had been found lying next to his vehicle on Lamberts Road on August 22nd. The men will return to the Whole Town Court on July 21st. But before that, they are to appear at the District A Magistrates Court on Thursday, June 26th, where they are facing more charges, among them kidnapping, arson of a motor vehicle, and aggravated burglary. Projections of a double-digit increase for cruise arrivals this year, despite the slowdown being experienced in the sector. Tourism Minister Richard Seeley predicts that arrivals will be up by 11%, with Barbados welcoming 735,000 cruise passengers. This is up from a 7.4% increase between 2012 and 2013, when arrivals improved from over 617,000 to just above 666,000.
I can report that we also expect cruise passenger arrivals to increase again by a further 11%, going up to 735,000 in 2014. And it is anticipated by the end of 2015, 790,000 passengers. Our cruise partners are displaying confidence in our product and providing opportunities for all of us. It is therefore our duty to respond accordingly.
Minister Seeley broke the news at the launch of a Shore Excellence Workshop for taxi and tour operators, hosted by the Bridgetown Port Incorporated at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Centre. He also revealed that by next year, at least 2 more cruise liners will be home porting in Barbados. The Britannia and a German cruise liner will make 10 calls each a year, with 4,000 and 3,000 plus passengers on board respectively.
We anticipate by 2015-16, next winter, by when Britannia and so is online, we will have double that number of home porters. Up to 160,000. And that is good not only for cruise, but that is good for long stay. It is good for manufacturing. It is good for agriculture. It is because of the provisioning. It is good for Barbados. It is good for the Caribbean region, and in particular the Southern Caribbean. And it is as a result of a deliberate effort of this government.
Meanwhile, taxi operators at the ports say it's tough going during this slow period for cruise tourism. Some of them spoke to CBC News on the sidelines of the workshop and expressed some level of frustration.
We have guys sometimes that, you have three ship days and you don't even get in the port. Right? It's very, very tough. So we're hoping that, with all this work that we're putting in here, that we'll see some benefits further down the line.
Work at this time, it's a bit slow because this is the off season, so we won't be getting that many ships. So basically everyone have to be just on the P's and Q's, not to let any opportunity pass.
Things right now are very slow because there are a lot of taxis coming on stream every year, so it's very competitive, and we are not getting the amount of work as we're accustomed getting.
We'll have more news ahead in just a moment, but before we take that break, let us know your take on the question, do you believe Barbadians are doing enough to encourage tourists to return here? Text yes or no to short code 8111. The results will be revealed at the end of the news.
Right from its start over 80 years ago, Goddard Enterprises made innovation and diversification its own proud tradition. Today's Goddard Enterprises Limited is one of the Caribbean's foremost and diversified multinational corporations, comprising more than 50 companies in over 20 countries. Goddard Enterprises Limited is catering, manufacturing, hospitality and service business, financial, and marketing and distribution of world-famous brands. Goddard Enterprises, the tradition of innovation and service since 1921.
I sent a text to the economic program, and then I got a call saying that I was a winner. This system is beautiful. For baths, it is excellent. I want to thank SunPower for this wonderful gift and giving back to the community. And I want to say again, thanks very much to Economics and SunPower, and I encourage everyone to watch the show. You too can be a winner.
Get your SunPower. Don't mess around now. There are ills you can cure if they're found now. And then your breast exam, a mammogram, and don't forget a monthly self-exam, because your best protection is early detection, and that's the way it's got to be. Mama told me.
This message was brought to you by the breast screening program of the Barbados Cancer Society.
Most patients are surprised about the hidden acids that are in the foods that they eat. Could be strawberries, blueberries, orange juice, apple juices. The acid can weaken the enamel, it'll soften it up. And once that enamel's gone, we never get it back. I recommend my patients use Pronamel as their everyday toothpaste. Pronamel helps to strengthen the enamel, makes it more resistant to wear. The beauty of using Pronamel is that we can continue to live that healthy lifestyle that we want to live. It's a win-win.
While Barbados tourism arrival numbers have dipped in recent years, the amount of money that visitors spend is actually going up. This is according to Chairman of the Barbados Tourism Authority, Adrian Elcock.
And I'm pleased to say that the statistics that we have demonstrated that spend is up on the island more than the arrivals. Our manager research is still leveraging that through our analytical partners to get the hardcore data to share with you, but based on the central bank reports, etc., we are doing very well on our spend. And a lot of that is tied to the fact that Petra and her team in her former incarnation has done an amazing job in the UK, where we have the UK visitors on island who spend an average of 2 weeks on island versus the US market, which spends an average of 5 to 7 days on island.
Under the circumstances, Mr. Elcock believes more attention needs to be given to the issue of visitor spend rather than just raw tourist arrival numbers.
We need to seriously have discussions about how we shift the discussions away from arrivals. We know that a physical body actually keeps Sunil in business and other hoteliers in business, but as a wider populace, we need to focus on the amount of spend we're getting out of a destination, because as a 14 by 21 mile island, there's only so much capacity we can handle that makes it continue to be comfortable for us as citizens of the country. So we need to balance the needs of arrivals against what the destination can handle.
Barbados coasts are still under attack and its beaches at risk of severe erosion. But the Coastal Zone Management Unit is responding and continues to roll out its risk assessment and management program for the island. Acting head of the unit, Dr. Lorna Innes, spoke about the plan at Brandon's Beach this morning as her department celebrates its achievements in protecting the island's coasts over the past 30 years.
This is a 6-year program. We're a little more than halfway through, and we're just beginning the coastal risk aspects of this project. This will see us establish a number of new monitoring programs around the island, new instrumentation that Barbados has never used before. It will require additional capacity building for staff, but also it will require a major public education and awareness program for the public as well as for sectors.
Dr. Innes says the CZMU's newest focus is addressing the coastal risks posed by sea level rise, which she explains is a knock-on effect of climate change.
We are now addressing risk, the issue of risk to Barbados from the sea. As you know, we're in a period of climate change. The sea level is rising. The predictions for sea level rise in the Caribbean are staggering, to say the least. And because our beaches don't have a lot of slope to them, a couple of centimeters of sea level rise can have a major effect in Barbados.